Greetings, listeners, and welcome to another action-packed session of 3-2-1 Action with the Wednesday Night Crew. I hope you've been following along as we continue on this adventure. You never know what could happen next. Let's jump right back into the action.
Hi, welcome back to the Wednesday Night Crew, where we're playing Escape from Point Nemo, a 3-2-1 action mission. The crew is a documentary crew that washed upon the shores of Point Nemo. They run into some fish people and a crab person who killed the one cool NPC, all in the name of Eli Tanzir, the rich guy who's looking for something. I think we revealed last week what he was looking for. The the UMA, which player knowledge and audience knowledge, we all know what that is, but the characters do not know what it is. Last time we met, you ran into Yuri, an old survivor on the island who told a sad story about being the last, basically one of the last human survivors on the island. But he told you that there is a rocket ship that was being created, and all you got to do is get like the keys from the other dead people and get on the rocket, and then you got to way off this island. And what could be easier than that, right?
And safer.
What could be safer?
That's right, an unproven rocket. That's
That's
all
right.
climb aboard.
An unproven rocket on a, yeah. So you fought a creature called the Exsanguinator as it popped out of the thing. He had a hook chain. You fought him, no big deal. You gathered up some weapons, no big deal. And then you went to Camp Herbert, but you were blocked from going in. So Yuri said he knew another way, and he took you to a cave entrance. He said, come on, Camp Denver, which is where you're getting the keys to the rocket, is on the other side. Let's go. So that's where we left you last week. Any questions?
Lock and load.
The question is who's walking right behind Tangier?
Probably
He's in front.
Probably well, I don't know. Alexis, would she be in front or back? The woman who's now his only bodyguard. She'd probably be in front of him, I'd say. Who wants to stab him in the back here?
Well, I got some pretty good knife skills. But no, he's bankrolling my restaurant, so I mean, if he dies, he dies. But otherwise, I guess I'm not going to kill him.
I mean, you're not going to chiffonade him or anything, you know. So I don't know really how much knife skills you got there, Chef.
I can turn his eyeballs into a nice little decorative rose for a garnish. I saw Jack Pan do that with a cherry tomato. Well, he was just like bullshitting on TV, talking to somebody.
Do we have wheels? Like,
no. So you were driving the beat up Humvee, but the road was blocked by logs had knocked. Somebody blocked off the road. So he took you through the dense jungle. You guys left the wheels behind, and you are in a cave, and it doesn't look like anything could have fit anyways.
Is there like a roller coaster minecart?
Yeah, nothing so nicely. This is just, nothing like that. It'd be very cool, though. I like roller coaster, but there's nothing like that. It's fun. It's one of the reasons I come to America, is to ride a roller coaster. No, this is just cave. It leads to the camp. It's one of them science camps. There's stuff in there, but we'll find the body, right? And as you enter, you find yourself in a long hallway. It's by 10 by 90 feet. As you step in, the motion sensor detects you and turns on red emergency LED lights. The lighting reveals gaps and holes in the metal walls, probably from when the Shadow Star crashed into the ocean. Thick vines push their way through each crack and spread throughout the hallway. This is the heart of the island. This is where it all began, Yuri says. You notice 60 feet ahead of you, it kind of twists to the side, and there is there's a door at the very end of that hallway with a small cracked window in it. And before that junction, 30 feet away, there is an open doorway on the east wall that, yeah, so there's an open doorway on the east wall.
And we don't see anything down the hallway, but it's dark, I'm assuming.
Yeah, although these red LED lights are shone, so it's kind of got like it's dark and dim, but you can kind of see what's going on just from these red lights, although it gives it kind of an eerie look about it. And it smells very earthy down here as the vines and the dirt have started moving into and taking over.
When you said this is where it all began, Yuri, do you mean that this is where the fish creatures come from, or?
No, this is the Shadow Star this was the space station crashed here. The island was basically built around this.
Okay,
I get
you
it.
think that this is pretty safe or no?
Yeah, no, nothing is safe in this place. Huh? But I see no fish people, so that's something.
Well, let's be quiet in advance.
As we're walking down, Dr. Hodges kind of looks up and down the line, and if anyone appears to be really nervous or severely injured, he wants to administer his action of healing as the medic.
Well, we got some downtime. I wouldn't say no, but I'm not dying.
Yeah. So we'll start with anybody.
Yes.
Is anybody down 3 guts? If I can just be real meta about it.
No.
Then I'll pick somebody who's down 6 or more hit points. Anybody?
No.
I'm
only
good.
down 5.
I'm down 6 and 1 gut, but I mean, we could wait till.
Well, I get that this refreshes like each encounter.
Each scene.
If I'm understanding Chris's.
Yeah, we do like a luck point at the end of it. Yeah.
Well, then, hell yeah.
So 4 luck points back as we go by.
Hey, stop messing around with the help, Hodges. You're here for a reason. You look at these vines. Are these, is this a new species? Are they called species when they're plants? What is this like what are the medicinal properties of it? Can you get samples of this, Hodges? Come on. That's what I'm paying you for not to help out the captain over there. We want biological samples. We want this is like the whole thing, man. I mean, come on. Like, think of all the lives we could save. Like, what if this plant cures cancer? Huh? Get a sample, Hodges. Come on.
Yeah.
You're right. This doesn't look familiar to me. And I happen to have some vials here. And he roots around in his bag and grabs 3 of the empty beer bottles and takes his multi-tool and cuts some samples and starts shoving them down into the empty beer bottles. We'll send this back to the lab for analysis.
Yeah, no, I mean, all due respect, Mr. Tinzier there, but don't you kind of need all of us, yeah? Like, don't you want the doctor to help us? You just want us to all die?
Look, she's fine. She said she was fine. I don't want anybody to die. That's the thing. I'm here to for medical reasons. That's the whole point, man. What was I saying about life and death? It's a problem that can be solved, and Point Nemo is where we solve it. All right, we got plants, we got the UMA, we got so many things here that this is where it's at, man. You got to open your mind, your vision, man. We don't have to worry about anything after this, man. Captain, yeah, she needs to but I don't know, yeah, we got to keep moving though. We got to find what we're here for, and then get that rocket. I love it. He seemed extra hyper for some reason.
Yeah. Thanks for teeing that up, because the doctor's going to kind of give him a side eye. He's not really a medical doctor, but does he perceive anything that's...
But he plays one on TV.
Right? Really strange, or...
You can give me a brains check.
A brains check. Oh, I rolled an 8, but my brains is an 8.
Well, there you go. That's good. Yeah. So like, I don't know. He just seems like he's taken some type of probably drugs or something.
Hmm.
Like he's amped up on something. You see his eyes are kind of like dilated, more so than it should be, and he seems like extra hyper and is kind of bouncing around, like touching the vines and stuff. And Alexa's like, "Stop touching stuff. You don't. You said yourself we don't know what this is."
Dev, he seems to be a bit hopped up on goofballs. So, get some footage of that. It could make some good B-roll. Or at least maybe secure us a better payment if things go wrong.
The lighting's horrible in here, though. Somebody really needs to find some cool or warm white lighting to flood this whole area. We have this red is not doing it for me. Somebody find a light switch. I'm gonna have to go find one and.
Maybe there's a light switch in that open doorway to the east. I would reach my hand in and feel around for a light switch.
Yeah, you flip the switch, but nothing happens.
Well, you're out of luck, Dev. Nothing grabbed me while I was exposed there in a doorway.
No, but you felt the vine drop on you, and it freaks you out for a second until you realize it was just a vine. Or was it?
Or was it? Yes.
So I guess we start inching forward down the scary hallway.
I'm surprised the camera guy doesn't have none of those fancy ring light things for the social medias and whatnot that in his little shoulder bag there that he's got.
Listen, we had to cut down on the equipment that we were bringing. We were making this real old school documentary style.
Fine. I get my iPhone out and I turn on the flashlight.
Oh, like that Blair Witch stuff, huh?
I at this point we're gonna have to go that way. This is not what I was anticipating, but we might be able to salvage this still. I can add some camera shake to the beginning. I was doing a good job there, but now
I got a little duct tape here in my belt. You could strap a flashlight to your camera there.
You know what? At this point, it can't get too much worse. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do that.
I toss in the duct tape.
I have a flashlight. I pulled the flashlight out of my bag. I duct tape it to the camera, and I'm like, "This is gonna be how we do it now. This is not the nature documentary that I was going for, but I guess some of the monster stuff we can if we edit it right, it might still work. All right."
That's right, Dev. You gotta keep your vision up, man. Keep that vision wide open, but be ready for change. That's part. You gotta pivot when you need to pivot. That's the way for success. I like it, Dev. That's why I chose you, man.
I swing the camera in his direction and shine the light directly in his face.
All right, so let's go. Come on, people. We gotta find this. Why don't we check this room? This first room we come across. Come on, let's go.
The light switch doesn't work in there. It's no point. It doesn't have these red LEDs. Dev, you can go first. I do turn off the flashlight on my iPhone because I need to save the batteries for when I get bars.
Yeah, sure. Dev goes first, and we're leads in with the camera and is.
So yeah,
around trying to see if anything moves in there.
At first, you get a shot. It looks like there are 5 creatures in there, and you kind of get startled for a second. But then, as you take a closer look, as you from away from the camera, and actually with your actual eyes, you notice that they're not people, but they're actually 5 spacesuits hanging from the ceiling of the room. It's a small 15 by 15 foot room. And then as you go closer to that, your foot hits the corpse of one of these fish people, these amphicura. And does seem to be, and on the back wall of this spacesuit room is a door with a glowing green button on it.
Can we tell what killed these fish creatures that are on the ground?
Give me a brains check.
I don't know. Maybe Dr. Hodges does.
He doesn't want to check that.
Yep. He takes a look.
Ms. Wong's a biologist too.
Well, Dr. Hodges does roll high, but digs down into his memory and rolls another 8 for 8.
It looks like something cut this one up. Like its guts have been kind of chopped up, but it also burnt in a way.
It smells vaguely like the sandwich that we had a few hours ago.
He's good, but this one is been in the temperature danger zone too long. No good. It's hard enough to choke these things down as it is, eh?
Yeah. Well, there's something bigger about down here. Nothing our size would have been able to make these cuts. I think there's we better keep our wits about us.
Dev's gonna shine.
Maybe this green button is the light switch. I'm going to try that.
As he does that, Dev's gonna swing the light/camera into the face mask of one of the spacesuits to see if there is skeletal remains of an astronaut in there or not.
There are not, but you notice that one of the spacesuits is in like one of them is in pretty good condition. If one so desired to have a spacesuit, that one, like for the most part, they're kind of old and broken, but one is, the one you're looking at, like the faceplate is nice, it's still solid in one piece. It seems like it's good, but that's all you notice. Tony B is hitting the green button. Is that right?
That's right. You want me to roll action?
No, but as you pop that thing, the door beyond this button swings, like it slides open, and then a bunch of dirt starts pouring into the room. You must make a guts check for me.
Okay. I just passed.
Yeah, so like you're able to like kind of step out of the way as this dirt just kind of like you're able to close your mouth real quick before this irradiated dirt gets in your face and mouth, and you're like, oh, and then it like pours out. Eventually it stops, and you see a broken hallway with more glowing dirt that seems to have fallen from a gaping hole in the ceiling. There seems to be a 20 by 5 foot hallway with various bits of jungle debris, broken light fixtures, and loose wiring strewn about. At the end of this hallway is another door that's halfway ripped off the hinges, with charred amphibious legs sticking out into the hall and a faint electric blue light emanating in the background.
All this glowing stuff around, do we still have those iodine pills?
I assume so.
Okay, well, glowing stuff could mean two different things. It could be just bioluminescence, but we've been warned about the radiation by our friend Scorpion, so...
Is most likely radiation.
Thanks, Yuri.
Hey, it's okay. I figure, yeah, I'm sure I cannot have kids after this. That's what I figure. I mean, look at me. I look old, right? I'm only 35.
Wait, how long have you been on this island, Yuri?
Yeah, who knows? Well, look
So
at me.
I suggest we move as quickly as possible to maybe save our various gonads and other body parts from radiation.
Yeah, the dead guy's probably not at the end of in the space station if he was dragged off into the camp. So I don't see any reason. Tanzir, you want to check out this room? I don't see any reason that we should check it out.
I mean, don't you want? We're looking for a body, aren't we? I mean, it could be anywhere. Why not check everything, right?
I get the feeling that this place was caved in for a while.
Hey,
Yeah, but
Mr. Tanzir there, maybe you might, yeah, no, maybe you might want to put one of these there, this suit on for extra protection.
Bob was not expecting that.
I mean, you got to protect yourself there.
You got a point there, Bob. You got a solid point. You're right.
I hand him the good suit.
He like starts strapping it on, and then he mimes doing like fake like he's jumping on the moon. That's one small step for man.
One giant step for Eli.
One giant leap for Tanzir kind. How do I look? I mean, he kind of almost looks like a kid play acting.
No, yeah, it's a good fit there, Captain. Don't you think?
Yeah, it's all right. But really, we should be moving through here. I don't like all this radiation, and I'm worried that the fish creature are gonna.
Yeah, let's get to going.
All right. Well, we got to check this last room, this other door, though. I mean, we'll we got to check everything.
Do
Maybe
we?
you should-
Because I don't know if that's where the
well,
keys are.
You can catch up with us.
Yeah. We gotta get to the keys quick, right?
Mr. Tanzir, maybe you put the helmet thingy on there and you go in the room, because then you'll be protected too. And you could go check it out, and we keep going this way. We'll like divide and conquer.
All right, you guys go ahead.
Kind of, so to speak.
Dev, Alexis, come on. We're gonna check this room then.
Yeah. Let's head off to whatever direction was being discussed that we should head
we'll
off in.
scout ahead to make sure it's safe.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, so you guys are going
Later, Dev.
back to the main hall, correct?
Yep.
We'll do that. Let's see what Dev and them discover. Everybody else can take off their headphones and listen to the secrets we find. No, I'm just kidding.
That'd be sweet, actually.
Yeah.
Some podcasts do that.
There is some though. I mean, if by all means go for it if that's what you want to do. But
then I'll never know what
I mean,
happens.
if you're
'cause I don't listen
if you're
to it.
mandating it,
Hey, I want
then
to
I'll
know
take
the
it off.
secrets.
But if you're not, if I don't have to, I'm gonna keep them on.
well, you guys don't seem to care what's going on in this room, so maybe it is best that you take it off.
Jeff cares.
Well, did you go? Did the bass player? Did Dahlia? Did you go?
Oh no. Definitely not.
Like absolutely not.
Yeah. So
No.
then technically none of us should
Okay.
know.
We
right?
should take off our earphones and we should listen to the
I'm
podcast.
just gonna
next
watch
week.
Chris and John talk back and forth.
That's kind of you. You think it's going to be out there by next week? You think you're going to be listening to the Zoom on this one if you want to hear it anytime soon.
This is behind the Patreon paywall. You got to be
Yeah, right.
You got to hire tier subscriber for this one.
Right.
Just edit it right out. All right.
Yeah, I'll take my shit off. Are you gonna? What
I
are you
don't
gonna do?
I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
Go. You can listen.
And I'm leaving.
I trust all of you to keep player knowledge and character knowledge separate. So, Dev, as you're looking through the camera, you enter a science lab. It's a 30 by 30 foot room littered with the remains of both Amphicura and humans alike. You can feel the humidity, and the air is heavy with the coppery stench of dried blood, burned flesh, and gasoline. There are various bits of scientific gear spread throughout the room. To the south, there are broken beakers and smashed computers lie at the feet of overturned tables. The walls in the center of the floor are stained in a tiger stripe pattern with dried arterial spray. Leaning dead against the eastern wall is a scientist with what looks like a modified flamethrower strapped to her back and the business ends of a chainsaw plunged through the chest of a dead Amphicura draped across her legs. Somehow the chainsaw and the flamethrower are kind of like connected in a way that Bob would probably appreciate if he had decided to enter the room, but he didn't. So he doesn't get to enjoy the modifications that were made to both the chainsaw and the flamethrower. It is plunged to the chest of a dead Amphicura draped across the legs. Her right arm is reaching up towards a small fridge with a blue light faintly pouring out its glass front. But her last hope was just slightly out of reach. Her fingers, now frozen in a state of rigor mortis, are a ghoulish signpost pointing the way to what you are looking for, or at least what Eli is looking for. The letters stamped on the cooler read UMA. And he rushes to it. And Yuri says, "Friend, you don't want to play around with that," because he followed you guys, because, that's what the script says. "It won't work out too well for you. I've seen it change people in unexpected ways." And Eli is just like giddy. "Nonsense. I've created breakthroughs in modern medicine the likes the world have never seen before. And with this, Revolve Corp will be able to use the latest in quantum computing and artificial intelligence to make unprecedented medical advances. I mean, look at this. This could save even one life. Should we take it? We have to get off this island." And he puts this glowing syringe that he finds in the refrigerator into his bag. And Dev, I would like you to make a guts check while you're in here.
It's going to save one life, and he hopes it's his.
I mean, not false.
Guts rolled a 4. Guts is a 4. So
All right, you start coughing, like it just like the air is like real thick and just there's like this, just the earthiness and the radiation, and it just feels very oppressive in like a sickening way. But otherwise, you're good. Is there anything you want to do while you're in here, Dev? While Eli is taking, putting this glowing sample of UMA into his bags.
he's gonna swing the camera across the blood spatter, and then also at the dead scientist and across some of the benches, and just see if he notices anything on the one bench as he sort of does a sweep of it.
No, but you can roll me a just a D10 minus 2.
3.
Yeah, you notice there are a couple more syringes of that UMA about.
I'll go ahead and pocket one. Just see if we can use this in B-roll or something later once we get out of here.
All right, note that on your wherever you note that. And at this point, like, you step out into like the next room that's less oppressive, and that's what, like, all right, Deb, I'm gonna give a speech here, okay? Because this is important. This is important. I really want to talk about this.
All right, yeah, we can get this on camera. Again, I really think this whole business person wants to cure cancer thing. That's not the Blair Witch vibe, but we'll get it. We'll see if anything's here.
This is what I hired you for. It's not. I mean, like, look, Dev. I love you have vision, but like also it's my vision. Okay, I pay you for my vision. Okay.
I'll record it for you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's remember who paid for that camera. All right, remember where that check's coming from. Okay. All right.
It ends up in the final cut, but okay. Yeah.
All right. He like smooths back his hair and like, do I need makeup? Nah, forget it. We'll fix it in post, right? Let's go. Come on, fuck it. We'll do it live. And while he's giving like some blah 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 rah 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 curing cancer speech, we'll go back to the people in the hallways. And I would like whoever's leading the pack to make me a brains check.
I think I've been the one rushing people through and trying to go forward, and I have a gun, so
add +1 to your brains check for me, please.
I got a 4 and my brains are 6, so that's a pass.
All right. You notice that it looks like the floor is starting to get as if it's going to fall through. It seems unstable.
This looks a little precarious. Um, should we see if there's another way around? Go back.
There's all these vines here. We can do a pitfall, Larry, and just swing across.
Show me how, Tony.
Okay. It turns out that my action is 7, and I rolled a 7.
There you go.
All right. So yeah, Tony
If
does.
you want to like me to +1 on that, that's fine.
No. We'll allow you. You swing across. You make a look effortless.
Baby. Baby. Well, if it's that easy, Tony.
You want me to swing back and carry you?
No, I'll do it
Marion?
myself. Oh shit. Where'd that die go? I got an 8 out of 8. Tony and I are both pushing up against our luck here, but we both succeeded.
That was pretty hard.
John, is that his toy or the dog's toy?
Is there a difference?
It's his. There's not much.
It looks like it's made out of Kong material. That's why I asked.
Babies
soft.
put everything in their mouths.
Isn't every all the toys like that made out of Kong material?
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow my captain, of course.
All right, make me
Captain,
an
my
action
captain.
check, Bob.
Oh no, I got a 8 on a 7.
Oh shit! So like you start to swing across, and
Oh no, Captain, help me!
like the vine, after the two people fall, like it must have got loose somehow, and you fall. Boom! You land on the ground, and then the ground itself drops again. And you take 6 luck points of damage.
Ooh.
And I would like you to make me a guts check.
Pretty harsh.
I mean, that's what I get, right? Guts check, got it. Okay, I passed.
All right, so you're good on guts, but you do take the 6 luck points as you land in just this like sinkhole that's
And how far down am I from where they are?
well, like 10 feet, but it's enough to like knock the breath out of you. So like
Okay, I can climb up though eventually, right?
you climb
No,
up.
you live down there now.
You're down there with the mole people.
I'm a 10-foot deep hole dweller now.
You are not one of the mole people and part of Point Nemo mole people.
Dig up, stupid.
No, dig up. So yeah, like you're down there, like gasping for breath, but yeah, that's what happens to you.
Well, it's a good thing a couple of us swang over took the vine over because it was weak, that floor. I warned us.
If only we all had listened.
You hear a faint. Yeah, thanks, Captain.
I take one of the other vines and put it down to Bob so he doesn't have to climb out on his own. I can help pull him up.
All right. With that, I think that Hodges and Dahlia, like now that the ground has actually fallen through, like you notice like some of the sides, you can just kind of scooch your way across on the side. No need for them to roll. So you're lucky, Bob.
Thanks for your service, Bob.
Thanks for setting that thing off. It's all good. And you get to the end of this hallway, and there's this door. There's a cracked window through it. So what are you guys gonna do? And you hear
Let's
like
take a look. Yeah.
you hear like echoing down the hall from behind you. Eli seems to be getting trying to be inspirational here. It's almost like it's almost good. Like it's like he's like putting on this persona that you're like, I can see why, he's almost charismatic, but it also could be just the echoing in the hall and the radiation that you're all experiencing. You don't know.
So I'll pick through the cracked window.
You see, you look into the room. It looks like it could be a security office, or it's an observation room. On the wall is like right across from you is a 10-foot wall of security monitors. And there's a control panel covered with dust underneath it. There's another door to the right of that center with another glass window, but you can't see from your angle here. In the center of the room, there is a wheeled cart with a 27-inch television on top with a VCR machine underneath, reminiscent of what you would get wheeled into your middle school history class when your teacher decided to show a movie instead of lecturing. And it actually appears the power is on, and there's a tape sticking out of the VCR's mouth, and all the security camera screens are showing static. And it seems like there might be a weapons cabinet on the south wall.
Well,
And so that's what you see here.
this might be a place that has extra set of keys, possibly, Yuri. And if not, the weapons could be helpful. And it seems like somebody's gone to an awful lot of trouble to see if we'll watch the VCR tape. So I say we try to get in here.
Well, lead the way then, Captain. Tony.
I tried to open it up, the door.
The door does open.
Now that we're in the room, I will look for keys and see if we can open up that weapon cabinet. And I say, hey, Bob, do you want to try the VCR tape?
I mean, I suppose so. And I'm like kind of like rubbing my chest still, like kind of hurting.
Maybe, yeah, I think that'll be good. It's like a Lost situation here, right? We're on a weird island. There's a VCR tape. It seems like somebody's going to come on board and give us some exposition.
I don't know that I seen that show there, Captain.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like Saw, and there's going to be somebody with a mask on who's going to.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that.
Or maybe there'll be a Asian girl who comes out of a well, and 7 days from now we'll know what happened.
So
Well, that's 7 days. We still got to get off this island. So I pressed the VCR tape. Stick it in there.
So let's go. So let's go with the captain. You can roll for ammo to roll a D10. Tell me. So there's, there might be handgun ammo, there might be rifle ammo, there might be shotgun ammo.
I got a 6.
What are you rolling for?
Oh, I've got a 9mm, so I'm looking for 9mm ammo.
So you find 5 rounds of ammo.
Cool. Are there any other weapons that?
There are no actual weapons. It's just like, scattered bullets
Got
here
it.
and there, but no weapons per se. As Tony and Bob, you go up to the VCR. You notice there is the VHS tape that is sitting in the VCR says Shadow Star transmissions 10/14/85 through 1/28/86. On the tray under the VCR is a file containing mostly redacted papers.
Well, who wants to read when you can be shown? Press play.
All right, roll me a D10, Tony. No modifier.
Okay, that's 4.
All right. So there's a date in the corner of the screen. It says November 1st, 1985. You see two doctors kind of in the forefront. One of them says Herbert. The other one says Moyle on their little name tags. And there's bunch of other doctors in the back in the back of the screen, but you can't. They're kind of far away, and it looks like just by looking at them, you could tell that some of them are American and some of them are Russian. They just have that kind of European look. And the one of them, the one that says Herbert, he says, "Ha ha, success! We did it! All of us together!" And then he pulls out a bottle of champagne. He shakes it up. And he pops it open, and everybody starts cheering. And they say, 47! 47! It worked! 47! And then the screen, goes staticky and stops.
I guess I pressed the rewind button because that's the right thing to do.
All right. Bob, since you're there with Tony, why don't you roll me a D10?
2.
2. Yeah, so you do hit the rewind button. This one says October 18th, 1985. You see those same two doctors, and they're, no, this is actually, yeah, it's Dr. Moyle and Dr. Herbert, the same two doctors from before, and Dr. Moyle, who seems like the kind of like more mild mannered of the one, he's like, oh, okay, so we are gonna. This is test subject number 24, and he points down, and you see a field mouse kind of like running around in a little cage. We are gonna see the effect of UMA on test subject 24. Are we rolling? And you hear a voice say, "Yes, we are rolling." Okay, and then he pulls out this syringe of this glowing green substance, and he injects it into it. Okay. Oh, look at the effects. And then you watch in horror as both of the doctors watch in horror as the field mouse starts like twitching, and then just explodes in a spray of blood. And the other doctor says, turn it off. And then it turns to static again.
So is that Yuri? Is that Yuri guy with us?
Unpredictable.
No, Yuri was back with Dev and them.
Hey, that sounded a little the kids say like sus. That's I think that was a Yuri guy, Captain.
That's not good. Because that sounded pretty gross.
Yeah, no, not great. We should probably be careful of that one.
I agree. We need to find the key and get out of here.
Yeah, we should keep going. I wonder if Mr. Tanzir and that camera guy are coming.
Hey, so what are you watching? Eli comes into the room.
Oh, you should probably look at this, Mr. Tanzir. Let me be kind and rewind.
Yeah, okay, let's see what I get. And you pop it open, you hit the button, and this VCR is old. You don't know what it's doing, but it says December 25th, 1985 in the corner, and there is Dr. Herbert, and he looks like he's got like a glass of wine in his hand, and he's just like dancing, and you hear the sweet saxophone sounds of Careless Whisper by Wham in the background, and he's just dancing away, like air saxophoning, and then he like drops his glass, and he's just like he's just laughing, and then he goes and gets goes to a box of wine, and he just kind of guzzles it down in his mouth, and Eli stops. He's like, yeah, Bob, that was really riveting stuff there, Bob. Dev,
there's like real alien autopsy stuff in there.
You can cut that stuff, Dev. We don't need to know that stuff. Yeah, real good stuff there, Bob. But yeah, let's find that body. Let's get out of here, okay? Has anybody checked this door?
Before you open the doors, I'd like to see if there's any way to turn on the security TVs, get those working, so we can see what's around us.
All right, well, use your brains there, buddy. Go for it.
Well, I rolled a 2, so whatever my brains are. Let me look at my brains. Brains of 5. Hey.
Yeah, so like you're able to like get a couple of the cameras going. And you notice like you see, like there's a camera on you guys standing there. You see the main hallway that you just came down. You see another science lab room where, if you remember the description I gave to Dev and, Eli, that you did not go in, you see that particular room with the dead soldier and the modified flamethrower chainsaw. And the
hey,
next
Bob, look at this modified chainsaw flamethrower.
Oh, that's pretty intense there, Chef.
And then you see, a dark room, which you can only assume is another place that you have not been to yet. I'm going to take a quick bio break. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourself about what you want to do.
Yeah, what do we want to do?
Well, that monster is about, or something that we saw in the videotapes.
Yeah, but that's from a while ago, right?
Yeah, that
Wasn't it?
mouse exploded. Who cares about that dead mouse?
That's true.
We don't know what 47 apparently was a success, but we don't know what success looks like.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Are we in like the ruins of a lab?
Yes. A space station that crashed with a lab built around it.
Well, I'll look for any notes on experiment 47.
Well, there's that pile of papers right there by the VCR no one's read.
Yeah, so that's what Dr. Hodges will do. And he rolls. He critically succeeds, finds the weakness of the enemy. And it's Uma. No.
Yeah, I'd say roll brains to read through and like skim and see if there's anything important.
Yeah, so Dr. Hodges is going to read through the stack of papers, anything else of interest to find 47 or experiment 47 that may give us a clue to the videos.
You notice, so it says like the head doctors are Dr. Herbert and Dr. Moyle. One of the unredacted names is PFC Brody. And basically it says Brody success, success, 47 success. We're going to try it on Brody next.
Oh, okay.
Brody know
47
about
success. And next was Brody.
But mostly like it's a lot of redacted stuff, but it is like a lot of dates. So like you'll notice November 23rd, it says like human trials will start. November 24th, we have one human death. January 1st, Brody is the first successful human trial. And he's got elevated motor functions and improved vitality. And then January 26th, it says something about a Carson and adverse reaction. And then the rest of it is redacted, and there's nothing more beyond that.
All right. So he says to the group, well, this is a while ago, and the subject's name was Brody, as we all knew. Let's hope he's not still crawling around. We should make it our way to that rocket.
And keep our eye on Yuri on the way out. Right, Bob?
Yeah.
So what's the plan?
Out of
Redheaded
game. What
Baby's
was the
got a
name of the
plan.
guy who has the other key?
I will tell you.
Just wondering if that's Brody or not.
Sorry.
I'll do a history check to see if I remember.
Lieutenant Whelan, Welin.
Okay. Just some nobody.
Now, these years are all off. This is not too early. But yes, this is crazy science stuff. I never knew any of this stuff. It's all secretive,
No, yeah. Where's Mr. Tanzir?
Hey, I'm right here, Bob. Remember I
Hey,
talked to you about
hey.
this video you showed me? Wham, Careless.
He's a guy in the
Careless.
spacesuit, Bob. Don't you
Yeah,
remember?
yeah. I'm in a big freaking spacesuit here. I can't. I don't see anybody else in a spacesuit. You in a spacesuit, Alexis? You in a spacesuit there, Dahlia? Yeah, no. I'm the guy in the spacesuit, Bob. I'm right here. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I gave it to you.
Yeah, but like you seem very confused. Are you on something?
I kind of feel like you might be though.
Yeah. Speaking of being on something, is Tangier's high wearing off because he's getting mean again.
Yeah, Captain, let's get going.
What do you want, Bob? What do you're looking for me? I'm right here. Okay, what do you want?
Never you mind.
Oh, okay. You're just gonna use my name in vain. Okay, there, Bob. Yeah, no, that's fine, Bob. Yeah, no.
What's your middle name there? Mr.
Roger, why do you ask?
Roger.
There it is. Yeah, so like where's the actual like direction to leave and continue forward?
Well, there is another door with another window, but the window is black and even like you can't even see through here. But there's another door at next to the screens that you were looking at.
I would like to see if the door can open.
It can open.
Okay, I would like to open said door.
All right, you open it up into a corridor that is 15 by 90 feet long. At the very end of the corridor, you can see a half-open door that leads to the jungle beyond.
And is Yuri with us?
Yuri is there with you. Yes.
Okay. Or Yuri there. You think maybe you could go ahead a little bit and Captain and I will back you up.
Hey, all right, if that's what you want, eh? And like he kind of grabs his side and you see him kind of wince, but then he moves forward.
I mean, you seem to know the area pretty well.
And as you as he walks like 10 or so feet, the red emergency lights flicker and then turn off, leaving a quiet darkness. And then you hear a sudden snap. It's a dry sound like a tree branch breaking in half. And far ahead of you, you can see faint green globes blink into existence, hovering in the darkness all around you.
These faint green globes look vaguely like fish eyes.
Are you still with me, people? Eh? You still there?
Yeah.
Don't you see that stuff up there?
I see it. I am not moving any further. It is dark. It is scary. All right. I'm just making sure you didn't close the door on old Yori here.
No, we're still here. I think,
Hey, all right.
Do these green globes, do they hover in pairs? Because I'd like to shoot between two of them.
Hey there, fancy camera guy. You should probably get some of this weird glowing green light bulb stuff in the footage there.
Oh, I'm shining the camera right at him with the light still attached. We're gonna see if we can see any more.
All right. As you shine under one of these green globes, you see a pair of large, milky white eyes set above a disproportionately large and vicious-looking mouth. The creature looks about 3 feet tall and looks emaciated. And then another one, a bigger one, moves forward, snaps its jaws, and the cracking sound echoes through the room. You can see its drool dripping on the floor. It's salivating, and then they all start moving in. All right.
I imagine
Let's
I
get
have the
back
sharp.
inside and shut the door.
I imagine I have the sharp paddle with the bayonet knife on the end, right?
I
I'm still
imagine you
holding on
do.
to that,
I don't see
yeah.
why you wouldn't have got rid of that.
Yeah. Yeah, Captain. Maybe we want to draw them in closer. Yeah.
How about we just go inside and close the door so they can't get us?
I still want to pop off around it.
But
the
we gotta
eyeballs.
get the HE double hockey sticks out of here.
Yeah, maybe there's another way without these things. But
I mean,
let's see what happens when Tony shoots them.
I mean,
Well, I'm not going to
yeah,
stick around. I'm going to move back with you guys and close the door.
No.
I just want to shoot one.
Yeah, yes, I start backing up, but Yuri, you, let's hightail it out of here.
This is the way to go, you fools.
Okay, well, I missed.
You
'cause,
wanna fight these things in there?
And he doesn't answer. He just fires. Bang, bang, bang.
I rolled a 2, so whatever the minus is on the M9.
So -3. So yeah, your shot goes into the dark.
All right,
Neat.
Bob shrugs and just runs towards one of them and just goes to swing his sharp paddle at him. Swing and stab.
Go for it as you
That's all right.
as you run up in this ill fit lighted thing.
And I just roll it. This is just rolling for damage, correct?
Right. You just roll and
Yes.
subtract
Yes.
whatever it is, and that's damage.
But we determined that Bob has the modified weapon.
Yeah, so it
skill,
cancels itself out.
Yeah,
so
so-
I got 6 damage to the one that I struck.
All right, you go up, you stab one. What's everybody else doing?
I thought we were retreating, but if Bob's moving forward, I need to protect my crewman, so I'm shooting at whatever is around him.
Yeah, sure.
So 2 shots because it's my only action, right?
Yep.
The first one is 5 points of damage, and the second one is 2 points of damage.
All right. I mean, you start
And
plugging
then-
away at these things.
And then yell, "Bob, get back here! We're retreating!"
With that, Dahlia runs forward
Yeah.
for Bob
Yeah.
and also stabs one of them with her spear.
Right. Do it.
All right, 10 minus 3 is 7.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah, another stabbing. But these creatures, all of a sudden. So let's get Hodges and oh no, Tony already shot. Hodges and Dev, what are they up to? I'm sure Dev's just filming it.
Yeah, Dev's filming it. He is shining the light right in their eyes to try to, I guess,
Oh, thanks.
find them. But yeah, that's it. This is the footage that he's.
Unless
how
you've
helpful.
got the sun, that light's not going to hurt them.
Not looking to hurt him, but if I blind him a little bit, then that's helping you guys, right? Shh. We need realistic sounds. Shh.
Yeah,
Where's
no,
that boom mic?
you got something in your pocket you could just beat some ass with instead of just holding that dumb camera right now.
He's got the
Maybe
camera he could beat some ass with.
Well, he's not.
I take
Dale,
the
he's not
flashlight
gonna.
to
He's
the
not
camera.
gonna want
That
to
was
do that.
that
with
was
his
my
camera.
melee thing. Yeah.
He's not gonna want to do that with the camera. That's his baby. He's gonna. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work for him. You gotta give. Hey, I got an extra. You can take my multi-tool and maybe you can beat one of them with that, huh? Come on, we need all hands on deck. Yeah, no, let's go.
No, that light, it's just perfect. And all I got is this knife, even though it's a big knife. Keep it on him, Dev. And Dr. Hodges.
I'm like holding a paddle handle over one of these creatures, just kind of like trying to hold it at bay, going like, yeah, no, Doc, maybe you might want to jump into this, Sarah, instead of talking about your knife. Let's get a move on.
And as you say that, his knife comes swinging by for 6 points.
Wow, nice.
Pointy damage.
So yeah, like as Bob is like fighting off this thing, is like this like its mouth is like around the
It's like
the
drool
pole.
dripping.
Yeah, it's
on
like
him.
drool is just slipping down, and just Dr. Carl Hott just comes in and just stabs it like right in his like.
No,
You're like
ruined.
it's
Yeah.
like coming this, and all of a sudden like you see like a knife point just mere inches away from you as Hodges stabs this thing in the back in the back of its head, and the knife point is like just mere centimeters away from your face, and just blood starts hitting you and slime, and one of them is felled by Dr. Hodges.
Oh, that's 3, 2, 1 action right there. That's
Right.
good stuff.
However,
There are 18 more.
there are more, and they are attacking, and one is gonna. one is gonna bite onto Dr. Hodges, who's right there. You're gonna take 4 luck points of damage as this gross mouth just grabs onto you, honking away. Bob, you are also up there. However, another one, you're able to like slap it down with the thing. Dahlia, you're up there as well. You're gonna take 4 luck points of damage as one grabs onto you, the one that you're trying to you're fighting with there. And then 4 more move in. There are now 7 total ready to bite and slime, and their lights are glowing. They kind of look like a fish people, but they have like this, like a light going off them, like one of those creatures of the dark that you.
A weird glowy eyeball.
Yeah,
and
those
light
awful
up thing.
Those awful looking monsters,
Prehistoric fish type
way
deal.
deep in the ocean that nobody ever wants to see in real life. They're too damn creepy.
Like in the super dark.
That's right. What are we gonna do about this, peeps?
I thought we were retreating, but since we're not, and I'm going to start plugging away at more of them. You want some of this? You want some of this?
This is going to be another bug hunt, man.
It totally is. Just show me where they are. All right. So that's what I'm doing. Do I to roll, or do you want to wait?
Yeah, make the roll. We'll go through it one by one. Sure, why not?
All right. So that one is 6 points of damage on one of them, and that one is 2 points of damage on another one.
So the first one you knock, you blast away, bang bang. You hit its light, it shatters, and then you hit its face, and it blows away, and then you pop off another shot, hitting another one as blood and drool flying, but it's still up there. Next,
I want to run up next to Dr. Hodges, who just got bit. I'm gonna take the cigarette out of my mouth, and I'm gonna put it out in the eye of this fish.
The dead one?
No, you just killed the one on Hodges?
The one who bit you, right?
Oh,
the one who's biting you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot. That was an additional one.
So I rolled 4 minus whatever that would be for a lit cigarette.
It does like a 1, like a sizzling as it,
Also, he can't see now. His eye is fucked up. But he smells you, and he takes another bite.
What about Hodges? What are you up to?
Hodges, I guess we determined he was melee, so he's gonna jab with his knife. And that is a 0.
Yeah, it gets to attack you though. Like you stab it and it slaps your hand away and it goes to bite you. But with all the struggling going on, nothing happens there. It clamps down on the knife and it's just its drool is on the knife and it's got its mouth on it and it spits it out while you're still holding on it. What about Bob? What is Bob doing?
So the one I was engaged with is dead, right? So
yeah, Carl Hodges helped you out there.
Is there one nearby me engaged with somebody else in the group?
Well, I mean, there's another one that Dr. Carl Hodges is fighting with right now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna swoop in and I'm gonna do the stabby stab with my bayonet paddle.
Yeah.
That's gonna be 5 damage.
All right.
As I catch it in its side.
Yeah, you do. You stab it and it turns around, snarls at you. It's still alive. Dahlia is, I'm assuming Dev is just filming it, but Dahlia is our last character with an action here.
Yeah, so Dahlia is gonna try to stab the one who bit her last
Absolutely.
time. That's only 1 point of damage.
I believe this one is you. That's enough to kill the one that you have already attacked.
Oh, excellent.
So that is 1, 2, 3 are down. There are still 4 up. The one on Hodges, Bob was the last one who attacked, so it's going to go and bite for Bob. It is not going to do anything to you as it just, you're snarling and you're fighting it off. You're pressing it back. One is going to attack. Another one grabs onto Tony. Oof. Tony takes 6 points of damage as it takes a big
Ouch.
bite into your shoulder. That's 2. 1, 2, 3. 1 is now also going to bite Hodges. Hodges, if he's there, takes 5 points of damage. If he's not there, he still takes 5 points of damage.
Oi.
And then 2 more are going to move up to the people who are firing shots. However, Alexis makes a stab at 1, and between Alexis and Yuri, one of the ones gets shot down and stabbed to death.
Nice.
Like Yuri's like boom, boom, shoots it, and then Alexis runs up and just stabs it with a knife. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 left.
And they're all on the people up front?
Yes.
All right. Whichever one's closest to Bob, I'm going to take a couple shots at.
Do it.
That is a miss. And that is 6 points of damage.
All right, with the 6, bang, the one on Bob falls down dead to the ground.
Bob goes running after the other one that's on Tony.
Do it, Bob. Do it.
So,
Stabs.
doing the same thing, stabbing like a madman. Oh, so as I'm approaching, I kind of trip over my feet a little bit, and I sort of I kind of fall like in the vicinity, but I do manage to like nick its leg for like 1 damage.
All right. At this point, like there's blood everywhere. It's getting kind of
It's like a little slippery,
kind of messy in this corridor here. So yeah.
I just go, oh no.
Whoop. Whoop. I'm falling.
Whoop.
Whoop.
Oofta. Whoop.
What about Tony B? What about Carl? What are they up to?
Tony's gonna stab the one that just bit him. I get a +2 with bladed weapons, so 2 damage and 3 damage. 5 total on this guy that just bit me.
With that, you are able to fillet this one that's in front of you with your sweet knife skills. Like the knife is spinning, just slicing away. And another one drops. There are now 2 left. Carl Hodges, what's he up to? And Dahlia. Think about what you want to do, Dahlia.
Carl doesn't have much of an option. And though there's not one next to him. So, nope, never mind. We're out of med kits. He's out of options. So he's going to run up and stab one.
Do it.
That is 1 point of damage.
Okay, Dahlia, Carl is fighting with the one. There's one that seems to be kind of untouched, and it's heading towards the group that is shooting. So what are you up to, Dahlia?
I'm going to the same one as Carl. I'm gonna take him from the other side.
All right, run up and stab it.
Oh, I missed.
Ah!
I tripped on the blood on the floor. Oof.
Oh, snap. Well, this one is going to turn around and bite you, Dahlia. As you fall into its jaws, but you only take 1 luck point of damage. The next one is going to go up to Gale. Fighting away. You're going to take 4 luck points of damage. No. Alexis goes to stab, but is misses. Yuri does a nice shot. Bang, bang, bang. It's still alive. There's 2 left. There's 1 engaged with the shooters and 1 engaged with the melees.
Dev wants to run up to the ones that's engaged with the melees.
Yeah, yeah.
He just wants to get the camera as close to this thing's face as possible.
You're right there, Dev. And just because of that, because you're doing that, you get bitten. Just because. But nothing happens. It's a great shot as his jaws just like open up and like right on the camera, and just there's you get the drippy drool on the camera lens, but otherwise you're safe.
Got stuck on the flashlight.
Yeah, much to everybody else's chagrin, you're just like you get an amazing shot of I need to post this up in 3D. This is going to be amazing. But that's what
All right,
happens.
now someone has to slaughter it now that we have it framed. Come on, somebody.
All right, melee guys.
All right, I'll stab it.
I will also stab the same
got-
one.
4 points of damage.
Man, I slip again and just nick it for 1. Like, oh dang it!
You slip, you fall, and it like turns to go to grab you. And at this point, Dahlia just turns and stabs it in his neck. And as you're like lying there, just nasty blood just like pours on you. And you're like, oh, just, as it just sprays all over you as it kills it. So
sure.
that was the melee, but it's up there with the shooters. So Dahlia, Gale, what are you up to?
Isn't there one right on me?
There is like one right there.
The first shot is for 3 damage.
Yeah.
And the second shot, 10, so 7 points of damage.
So like it like runs up and you're just like boom, 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 and just like his head explodes on you before it even makes a shot, and then it is now dark and it is quiet. There's nothing but the smell of.
I thought we were retreating, everyone.
There's nothing
What the
but the
hell
smell
happened?
of
You guys
blood.
ran off.
Dang,
you
I
guys-
thought you said run right at them.
No, I said the exact opposite of that.
Oops.
Just because I'm not on the boat anymore doesn't mean you shouldn't listen to me.
I'll try
Looking
better
at
next
you,
time.
Bob.
Sorry there, Captain. I got concerned for Yuri there.
Jeff's wiping off his camera lens.
All right, Yuri, where's this key at? We got to get there and get the hell off this island because there's too many creepy things around here. What are those things even? Those weren't Ampicuras.
Eesh. I've never seen it before. These must have mutated further.
Oh,
They
Jesus.
look like fish people, but even worse. Ugh. And he like grabs his side and winces again. Ugh. Come, let's go.
Are those angler stocks still glowing? Because we could use those as light sources. I will slice
the
them
hell?
off.
What the hell? That sounds like fun.
I can use it as a dim torch.
Actually, they could be a good disguise for us. Maybe we put them on top of our heads, and that'll keep the other ones away from us.
That sounds like a good idea.
Well, if you're trying to do the traditional anglerfish mating call, make sure as we're walking, we all do.
I don't need to be sexually assaulted by a fish man. So
Don't knock
what
it
can
till
I
you
do
try
to
it.
not do that?
Wow. Oh man.
We must find this. We must find Whelan. We gotta go. And Yuri moves forward, and then he like, as whoever's next to him is walking with him, he just like does like a stops him right there, and he says, "Point." Look, he points down, and you notice that you're just on like the precipice of like a broken piece of the floor, and it turns into it slopes down. It's almost like a slide going 15 feet down into a sub area below. At the end of the slide, there is another. You see a path going into a cave. What do you think? And like on, like it drops here, but like on the opposite side of you is a door opening. What do you think? We go down or we go to the door?
How far is the gap?
It's about 20 feet.
I mean, you're the one leading the way, Yuri. Where do you think this Whelan is?
I don't know, but we must check everything, no?
Well, 20 feet is a little far to swing across on a vine, so I guess we go
Agreed.
down.
Yes, I agree.
Are we sure there were no other doors back there in the security room?
I gotta tell you, and Eli comes up in his spacesuit. Yeah, you guys don't even want to go ahead in every room. You think you're looking for things, but you don't look at everything. Meanwhile, I find the things. It's okay. I got what I needed. But yeah, if we gotta find this rocket guy, we gotta look at everything, okay? Because by looking at everything, he's kind of hyped up again. by looking at everything, that's how you find stuff. All right. I mean, you can't just like walk by a door and just like assume there's nothing in there. I mean, what's the door there for? All right. There's a people in there. There's things in there. You got to
There's
search everything.
Monsters in there that could attack us.
Yeah.
We took-
They
we took-
probably
a-
attack.
we took a beating
what?
last time.
We took a beating. Yeah. Okay.
Not all of us have spacesuits, and some of
Well-
us are trying to get into the action.
Where were you gonna go? You're gonna head backwards, though. You said retreat to where? There's nothing back there. Just the way we came in. Okay. Have you found the key to the rocket? The one rocket that the magic rocket that saves us from this island?
You're just looking for that UMA stuff.
Yeah. I'm okay now. All right. We got to find that rocket. We got to get out of here. But we got to get to the other side of the island. We got to leave where the fish people are. Okay. If you think if the guy with the rocket thing is down there, we got to go get it, right?
Well, head down there then.
Head down there, he says. She says, "What a terrible captain you are! Just make everybody else do it. The buck stops elsewhere, doesn't it, Captain Gale? Captain doesn't even go down to the ship. I mean, let me add. What's up with that?
Yeah, no, Mr.
Yeah, no what,
Sincere
Bob?
there,
Yeah, no what?
I think you need to stop being so rude.
Oh, is that right, Bob? Why is that?
Yeah, it is right.
Why is that, Bob?
Because I think you got something wrong up here a little bit.
Oh, is that right? You think there's
Yeah,
something wrong
maybe.
with me? Okay,
Yeah.
we just fought freaking anglerfish, people, humanoids. You think there's something wrong with me? Okay.
I mean, you put on the nasty, dirty suit I gave you without even a second thought. Like, you don't know me from Adam. You don't know what could have been in that there suit there. Yeah, no, Captain, I think Mr. Tanzir here's our bigger problem.
We just got to get off this island, Bob. We'll worry about Tanzir later.
Yeah, I'm the big problem here. All right, you didn't think I was a problem when I was paying your bills when you came along on the ride, did you, Bob?
I mean, I'm.
Who
I
signs your
don't know-
checks, Bob?
I don't know that they're my
Who signs
bills.
your checks, Bob?
I mean, it's the captain.
The captain.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right? You think Captain
Yeah.
is just rolling in cash there? Where do you think Captain gets her money from, Bob?
That seems like that's
Whose
a
boat were you on,
This
Bob?
seems like a captain issue,
Bob,
not a
who-
Bob issue.
Whose boat were you on, Bob?
Yeah, no, I think you
Yeah,
need
no,
to, I think
yeah,
you
no.
need to relax
do
a
you,
little
do
bit
you
there.
remember whose boat you were on, Bob? Okay. Do you remember?
Bob's
Do you remember whose
getting
boat you were on?
out of game.
remember?
Bob's getting dangerously close to snapping.
Dr. Carl Hodges leans over to Bob. You know, Captain does drive a Toyota Corolla, so I do think that those checks are
Yeah.
needed from.
Bob,
Yeah.
Bob leans in and says, "Yeah, but Corollas are reliable vehicles.
Yeah.
They last a long time. You know,
And Eli turns to Tony. Yeah, Captain Gale there. She's gonna drive a $50 million yacht. Am I right? So $50 million yacht. You think she's? Oh my God! This freaking guy. Oh my God!
That's the one that sunk, right?
If
the
you're real
first one.
seaworthy, that one.
Yeah.
If Bob is showing signs of stress, how are you hiding it out of game? Since you're doing it out of game, are you is your eye twitching, anything like that?
So here, let's do this. Like, what would be? I would say maybe you should roll cool, and I'll tell you what you see on me.
Well, I rolled a 10, so I don't see nothing. You look fine to me.
I mean, well, to be fair, you can tell that I'm a little bit flustered, but you're not noticing anything.
Here's my.
Other
I'll
people-
give you a cigarette anyway.
Other people, if they were more astute, they would see me they would see me squeezing the handle of my sharp paddle really hard to the point where like I'm digging my fingernails into the handle of the paddle.
If I
'cause
can
I'm
see you like boring holes in the back of Eli's head with your eyes, I'm gonna like offer you a cigarette. You don't have to take it, but just as like one guy to another, just relax.
Yeah, no, Chef, we're good. And you keep these, you smokes. You only got like five left there. You've been
I
smoking
already
a
lit
lot.
it. I got two in my
as
mouth.
as I'm pushing it away before I even say anything.
And then
Dang it, you almost burned me there, Chef.
Eli and Alexis head down the slide.
Captain, should we follow them? Yeah.
Absolutely. We got to stay together because if he finds the key without us, he's going to take off without us. So
He does have the only spacesuit.
Let's just
Hey,
let's
we need to keep Yuri alive because he can't take off without Yuri. So that's our insurance policy.
So you all go down the slide, right? There's a 20-foot path that leads into a cave. You see stalactites and stalagmites, like super sharp, hanging from the top and bottom of this cave entrance, and you feel an overwhelming heat coming from inside of the cave. The cave itself, as you look into it, is a 20 by 20 circular room, and you notice that it's filled with white hot violet lava that you've seen before back in the quarry. Staggered throughout the lava are 3 flat stones about 3 feet apart from each other, leading to what appears to be an island floating in the center of lava with a dead body resting on it.
Ooh.
Ah, crap.
It's like video game.
I'm going to have to do an action roll 3 times.
Hey, buddy. Hey, fella. You okay? I assume nothing.
Yeah, we don't all have to go. Who wants to go?
Listen, Carl. And Yuri holds binoculars up to Carl's eyes. He's like, clearly, look, he's dead. Okay, he's not answering.
Yeah, with those, does he have a name tag or anything, Mr. Binoculars?
Yeah, they glimpse anything in the brief view that I had with the binoculars.
Yeah, it says Whelan, Lieutenant Whelan on the side of it.
Now we're getting somewhere.
This was the last test subject, and apparently it was a failed experiment. But we should probably check it out.
If it's Whelan, he's got the keys. We need his
Whelan's
key.
the guy with the key.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Brody was the, and Carson, I think, were the test subjects.
Well, I don't have any medkits left, but the nimbliest bimbliest should probably try to scoot over there and get that key.
Yuri, who's like kind of breathing heavily, leaning up against the cave side. He's like, I will go.
No,
Yeah.
not.
No, you got
go.
the key. No.
No, you hold on to key. I get the other key. It's safe. Is my stupid idea to get on this boat on the rocket ship. I do it. I jump.
I don't think you'll make the first jump, my friend.
No, it's good. I do it. Just I need a cigarette. You give me one of them cigarettes, Chef. Yeah, that's very good. I take a cigarette. It's good.
Yeah, I kind of like crumple the pack a little bit. It's almost empty. I give him the whole pack. You make it. You earned it.
He takes a drag. That's good. Yeah, I haven't had fresh cigarette in forever. So good. And he just starts coughing like crazy, like just more.
Okay, he's not going. Who else? Who else can jump?
I didn't do so
Dr.
good
Carl
last
is
time
not.
with this thing.
Yeah, Dr. Carl shrinks away. He is not
Okay.
volunteering.
All right,
This
fine.
seems like a hard
He's on
jump.
death's door.
I guess I'll give it a try. Do I have to do an action roll for each?
Absolutely, you do.
All right.
can give me
so
a-
my action is, what is my action? 7.
And
So
so
let's see what I get here.
give me a +1 on the first roll.
9 plus 1, 10.
Oh,
Take care of those cigarettes.
Do you fall in, or do you spend luck points to save yourself?
I'm going to spend luck points because I don't want to like crispy.
So like you make the jump, you overshoot it, and you slip, and then you just pull yourself up as you spend your luck points, and then there's 2 more to go. But
Okay.
make me another one. This time +2 because the fumes are getting to you. It's very hot. Like you're sweating, you're dripping.
The second one I make with +2 is 6 out of 7.
All right. You land nicely on that, but it's so hot in there. But you feel like you're just there. Make me last one.
It's not that hot. I've been in kitchen.
It's a kitchen, man. It's nothing. Give me a +3 last roll on this one.
8. I'm going to spend another luck.
You land next to, like you're about to fall in, but you just grab this corpse, and it's like its dead face kind of like looks at you as you're like, you're hanging on, but you hang on. And then there is the body of Lieutenant Whelan. He's got a hunting bow on him. He's got a grenade on his belt.
I could use that.
You notice a syringe of UMA in his hand.
I don't think I need that one.
And then you find a key that looks very important.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fasten the key to the bow. Presumably there's an arrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I will shoot the key back to the rest of the party.
Nice.
Because I don't think I'm going to make it back. I am down to 7 luck points.
Oh my.
Why do you send that guy across?
Because nobody else
volunteered.
Fair enough. I'll tell you what, you give me one more roll, just a +3 on this last roll.
I'm going to spend luck points because I rolled a 7.
Okay.
So 3 luck. I'm down to 4 luck points.
So Tony comes up and he's sweating and he's almost puking from just like this exertion, and he barely made it across, but he has made it across, and you have the keys.
So Tony, I don't have any healing for you, but this is well deserved. And he hands him the 12th beer of the 12-pack.
And at this point,
God.
The cave itself starts to shake. And then you look and you see the stalactites and stalagmites start closing. And as Han Solo once said, this is no cave. And he's like, you got to make it out of here. What are you going to do?
I run to try to jump out, basically.
Let's run. Exactly.
Yeah. Do we know which way we're running? Like, is it obvious?
Yeah. There's only the one way in and out. So
yeah.
I'm gonna chug that beer and then I'm gonna run.
Everybody make me a +1 action check.
Ooh, I cleared it just barely.
Okay, so
I'm gonna spend 2 luck points.
I am going to do this. I'm going to do the same.
Spend 2 luck points.
I'm going to spend 2 luck points as well.
Right.
Yes, I passed.
So I assume everybody has either made it or spent luck, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
So
Feels like an appropriate time to spend luck.
Yeah, probably. You jump out of the way as you get to the bottom of to the path as this thing chomps down, and then you look behind you, and it is what you thought was a cave mouth and stalactites and stalagmites was actually one of these angler fish, but this is like a giant version of it. Huge mouth, and it's just crumbling out of the ground. Dirt starts falling as this thing just starts chasing after you.
No, it doesn't. I tossed a grenade.
Yeah,
first
there we go.
Then tossed a grenade.
Grenades.
Nice.
Let's look at a grenade.
Is Eli still inside the fish by chance?
No. All right. Yeah. Roll me damage +5.
That's 6 total. I rolled a 1.
I mean,
Damn.
it's something, right? It just like it
Things
blows
aren't
up and like
looking up for me on this
one of
particular session.
one of the eyes just kind of like shuts and then it still starts moving towards you.
We better get out of here.
Hodges, anybody else doing anything besides just running?
I mean, I'll shoot one shot back as I'm running away.
Yeah, do it.
I
Bob's just
got
running.
5 points of damage.
Okay. Anyone else?
Doctor doesn't have much way to go other than running, so he's hightailing it.
Dev,
Dev,
you
you-
getting good shots?
Yeah, you
Such
videotaping
good
this.
ones.
I assume Dev didn't even go into the cave. He just kind of did like a long shot, like a zoom in of what was going on.
He's in there. He's in there some because the zoom on this camera sucks, so he has to be. In.
Anybody else doing anything else besides running?
Does screaming count?
Screaming does not count. That's
Okay.
a free action, as it were.
Excellent.
Okay.
I'm pretty beat up here. I don't think I'll make it. I'll just die out in the jungle in something stupid and worthless. So I'm going to stay back and try to fillet a fish.
All right. Well, one of its massive like hands just like reaches up out of the dirt and it grabs you. You're going to take 1 point of damage, Tony, as it grabs you and just pulls you into its mouth. Make me a brawn check +1.
3, that passes.
So yeah, like you are able to like, it pulls you in, but you put your feet down like into like between its teeth before it can shove you right into its face.
Okay, how many attacks with my knife can I get in?
You can get 2 in.
Okay, the first one is 7 damage total, and the second one is 6 damage.
Yeah, with like
Nice.
You're just shove it, start stabbing away. It's nice. One of its teeth actually falls out as you just like jab it away. But everyone else is running. It is going to crush you again for now 6 luck points of damage, Tony, as it just munches
That's
away
it for
at
me.
No. Who's gonna
Did you
cook
get this
for
on
us?
film?
He's too busy running. He didn't catch it on film. No.
Chef's.
Okay, that's
So
it.
Chef's dead.
Chef's dead.
So yeah, you guys start like running up the thing, and then it like pulls itself freely from the dirt. It slams its fists down, making the floor shake. And Eli, who's right behind you in his spacesuit, because he's in his big giant spacesuit, he's not moving as fast as you guys. He's kind of falling back. He trips.
Yes.
He starts
Yes.
falling down into the slide. Alexis turns and says, "Ah, shit." Goes to grab him, but narrowly misses. He stares into his eyes as he continues to slide down. He tries to scramble back up, but he slides until his legs are completely inside this thing's mouth. And then
Yeah.
snap, the mole whips his head and launches half of Eli to one side of the room, and then he spits out the rest. Bob, make me an action check.
Why? Because I might faint from being so happy.
Give me a +1 action check.
I got a 6, so I passed.
All right, like the his bottom half like almost kicks you in the face.
So I gotta go. Oh, there. Ew.
And then let's go. And then Yuri is just gonna start like he's gonna get to the top and he's just gonna start blasting away at this creature that's still climbing up. What's everybody else doing?
I will try climbing up and also shooting a shot back at the creature. But which one of us has the key? I do 2 points of damage.
You tell me who's got the key. Tony shot it over with his arrow.
Bob? You don't want the key?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought you said to ask if I have the key.
Who had?
I-
No, one of us has to have the key.
I got room on my.
I think
I
the
got room
arrow's
on my
still in the
keychain.
mouth of the beast. So
Oh no, we have to
I-
kill the beast to get it.
why am I
didn't-
still using Tony's voice?
I was gonna say I didn't hear that. I didn't hear anything just now. Yeah, where is the key?
He shot it over. Tony did one of his
Okay.
last.
Okay,
was
so
a
we have-
It
heroic.
sounds like nobody's
Alexis
got
is
it.
like, I got it. Let's go.
Okay,
All
yeah,
right.
let's
Kill
do
this
it. Thanks.
creature.
Thanks, NPC.
All right, so
Deus Ex Machina.
I took a shot. Who else is taking a shot?
I don't have a gun. Wait, maybe I do. Hold on.
Somebody got a
second.
good gun. I gave
Wait
somebody
a
a good
second.
machine gun at some point.
Wait a second.
Bob's like, wait a minute. I got this freaking heavy assault
Well,
rifle.
We were all at Camp Betsy with guns lying
I got it.
everywhere. So if you don't have a gun,
Okay. Is there an open monster mouth
Yeah.
still? Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw. I got a hand grenade. I just
shit.
looked at my list.
Throw the hand grenade. That's I think I said a +5. Yeah,
Yep.
+5.
13 damage.
Boom.
that's how you do it.
Oh, right. Like it blows up and like more of the rubble starts falling down as Yuri's just blasting. And what's everybody else doing?
Dr. Carl Hodges, as a torso is slung near him, he notices that there's a vial in the a syringe in the pocket from Uma, labeled Uma, and he's going to quickly grab that and say, "I might need help," and run over and stab it into the chest of Tony B.
Oh,
yes.
I love it. And I think that's great. We're going to find out what happened to Tony B.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're going to cliffhanger this bad.
What a
because that's-
great
I love
ending.
this. I love this. This
Dr.
is great.
Carl.
That's
Yes.
fantastic.
Dr. Carl with the win. All right, guys. That was fun. All right.
That
we're
was
That
a
was
good one.
awesome.
We're still
a
probably good sub. We're probably about a month out. So, it's all good.
Yeah.
I will for sure not be here next week because I will be coming back on a plane from Wisconsin.
All right.
So
I
you
can
will have
play
to-
Bob.
you have to play Bob.
All right.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
But now that
Sounds
wait,
good.
wait. But now that Eli is gone, Bob's much better.
Yes. Bob's a happy
Put that
camper.
out
Yeah,
there,
Eli got eaten in half. You're totally
Yeah, he's so
happy,
much
right?
better.
He'll gut checks.
See ya.
All right. See you
Have a
guys
good night.
later.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Bye.
Chris.
No problem.
Wow, that was another great session. We hope you enjoyed listening to it as much as we enjoyed playing it. Be sure to come back to listen to the next session. Thanks for listening to the Wednesday Night Crew, and as always, see you next week. Hello, listeners. Have you been enjoying the Wednesday Night Crew and our real play sessions of Eberron Adventures, along with our special themed one-shots, and playing other RPG systems like Outgunned, Call of Cthulhu, Basin, and Alien the Role-Playing Game? Well, if so, then maybe you should head over to patreon.com and become a patron, just like our first 3 patrons, Sean, Andrew, and John. For just $3 a month, you get your name mentioned in the podcast credits. More tiers will be added as our podcast family grows. Why don't you head over to patreon.com/The Wednesday Night Crew and sign up. You can even sign up for free if you don't want to donate. We're just happy to have you. We hope to see you there. Thanks for being a dedicated listener, and as always, see you next week.